What's up, friends? I am going to be as open and as raw as I know to be, and it's just going to be you and me here having a cup of coffee. This video is a hard one for me. Um, I'm going to be unfiltered, and I'm just going to kind of tell it as it is. It is December 5th of 2025, so it's almost the end of the year, and as you can see, it's Christmas time. And but no, I'm going to talk to you about my story with battling mental illness and OCD, and something that I really don't like talking about is suicide ideation, and it's really scary. So back when I battled depression probably off and on throughout a good chunk of my life. And now that I'm 36, I think I've kind of, as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse because I didn't really understand on how my brain works or have the tool. I didn't have the tools on how to deal with it. And so I just kind of, when I'd get depressed, it would just come on really hard, and it would stay there for a really long time. But I'm just gonna kind of fast forward, back up to last spring, and I made an attempt on my own life. Because a year prior, I was battling suicide ideation, and I had told my wife, I need you to hide my gun. And so she did. She separated the clip from the pistol and moved the pistol in one place of the house, actually into my parents' house, and for some reason hid the clip in our house. But one day, I was really battling, really hard. And what's funny is when I have dropped into depression, it's not like something happens where like I get all sad all of a sudden and then feel depressed. It's almost just like a switch. And we're finding that I have a chemical imbalance. I actually have, they finally diagnosed me with intermittent depressive disorder, which we can talk about in a later video. But basically, I go to sleep okay, and I wake up just completely tanked out. I wake up just distraught, and really nothing in life changed. Like, my life is good, the kids are good, my marriage is good. And yeah, there was this one day we went on a hike, and I'm just battling in my head. I'm just like, I'm super depressed. And we ended up going, we actually have a great lunch. We go back home, and I'm ready. Like, I'm just ready to go. And it's not that I want to die. It's not that I wanted to die. It's not that I hated my life. It's just the noise inside of my head. I wanted it to stop. And so I'm not in my right mind at that time. Like, that's the thing when I'm battling just this severe depression. Like, it's almost like the real Tim disappears and someone else is in control. And I'm not like talking on a like, I don't feel like a demon or something is in my head. Maybe I am being oppressed, but it's almost like something in my brain where it's just like Tim's gone and somebody else is driving and doing the thinking for me and feeling the emotions for me. And that's the crazy thing about depression, is like, it's not just think about something else. It's in your whole nervous system. Like, your body, it's an alarm telling you you're not okay. And so whenever we got back home from that hike, I went and I found the clip of bullets to the gun. And so I went into my parents' house because my dad was holding the gun for me, and they were out of town. And I went into their bedroom, or I walked up to their bedroom door, and the door was locked. Thank God. I couldn't get to my gun. And my plan was to go sit. Well, lived on 2 acres of land, and my plan was just to go sit in the back shed. Like, it's crazy because when I talk about it, I'm just like, it's not real. And so at the door, like, I couldn't get in, and there was this voice in my head, not an audible voice, but like this thing inside of me that said, Tim, you're not okay. You need help. And in desperation, I ended up driving myself to a mental health facility, thinking like, I don't know what else to do. I just know that I need some serious help. And I didn't know what was going to happen. Honestly, when I drove myself there, I was thinking I would talk to a counselor. They'd probably give me some medication and send me on my happy way, and I'd wake up the next morning feeling just fine. That was my hope. And when I get there, um, they have me come into this room, and they analyze me. They ask me all these questions. It's pretty extensive. And by the end of it, the lady goes out, talks to the doctor. They come back in, and she looks at me and she's like, "You're not okay. We can't let you go today." And I was distraught because I was just like, "What did I just walk into? What am I doing?" And so I was panicking inside, just like freaking out. So like I'm battling depression, really bad anxiety, and then I'm just in complete panic. I'm like, "What did I just do?" And so they were very kind and professional, and they took me in. First thing that they have you do is they do a skin check to make sure like you don't have any wounds on yourself. So you just like strip down to your underwear or whatever, and they just make sure that you don't have any cuts or bruises or any kind of wounds on your body. And then yeah, they check you and then they walk you into the main facility. And I was there for 72 hours. In Colorado, it's called an M1 hold. So any like medical health professional or a police officer, if you're arrested or whatever, and they think that you're a threat, they can also take you to a mental health facility. But yeah, the nurse lady or whatever, she was like, "Yeah, we just can't let you go. You're not okay. We are actually worried for your safety." And they did right, but it was like, oh man, I'm stuck now. And so I ended up spending 3 days in this mental health facility. I mean, it's like a hospital wing. The upside to it is they give you instant access to meds. So if you're battling really bad and you need something right away to help with the craziness happening in your head, you have instant access to meds and nurses, and a psychiatrist also usually comes in and is able to diagnose you. So those are the benefits of going to a mental health facility for a 72-hour hold, is that they can diagnose you pretty quick, and they can watch you on your meds just in case like anything were to happen. But the point is that they're there to take care of you. And but I remember being in that room, and I right before they took me into the main hall, it's like I called my wife and I said, "Hey, I'm not doing okay. They're gonna keep me." And for her, I know she would probably like, "Oh wow, this is very real now," because we had been battling it off and on for like a year and a half at that point. And so I let her know, and of course she was worried about me, and I'll probably let my wife talk on another video. But my wife Channing she is fire. She is awesome, and she's taking care of me through my time battling depression. And just for the record, today I'm doing well. I'm still on medication, and it's like the healing it's a process, and oftentimes it's not linear. It's like I'm bad and then I'm just going to get better. Sometimes you get better and then sometimes you tank out a little bit. Sometimes you get better, but you have to be patient with healing, because if you get impatient, you can actually stifle the healing process, because you're just going to end up being frustrated and anxious. And like me, I probably stalled out with healing because I was just like, man, is this ever going to end? Like it felt like I would never be normal again. And that's a lie. Like your brain lies to you when battling depression, anxiety, and we've also figured out I have OCD, which and that's not just like I need to be clean all the time. It's actually another very scary part of your internal of your mind if you don't know how to facilitate it or deal with it or handle it. I feel like I'm rambling right now, but all that's to say, there is hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you are battling suicide ideation, first off, I would encourage you, get help. Do not battle alone. I see you, even though I'm just looking at a camera right now. If you're listening to this and you're contemplating suicide, you have value, you're loved, you're wanted, you're needed. And so don't be afraid to reach out for help. One of the things I did after I got out of the mental health facility is um, I didn't want to be alone. I knew that being alone, isolation was the devil. And so I tried to always have somebody on the phone. Maybe not like 24/7, but whenever I like get really low moments, I call a friend, just be like, "How are you doing?" And I tell them probably what happened, and just interaction, connection, laughter, and I mean, you got to connect with people. You can't isolate yourself, especially if you're going through severe depression, anxiety, suicide ideation, because it's not something to take light. But anyway, I'm going to make more videos. Probably clean up the house right now since everybody's out of the house. But anyway, I love you, friend. Go get them. There's hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And so keep watching videos. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep sharing my story. And I hope that you find this helpful. Love you, friend.